Peace, love and light. This is David here, back from Tarot with David. It's been a long time, but I am back, able to be more regular with my videos and streams. So this is the first of what will be the revival of the channel, you can almost say. But this is a general message for the masses. I will also get back to the messages for the chosen. Now, I've already shuffled. I'm just going to head straight into it so we don't take any more time. But we have the Nine of Swords. So, there could be some stress, some worry. You could be really anxious at the minute, having even sleepless nights. And it appears that it's over an action that you might want to take, that you feel insecure about taking. So there's definitely something that is fueling these worries, and it's based upon something that you really want to do or feel that you should do. It could even be about a new path that you want to take. This could be a new spark for, based upon an impulse for an individual. Maybe you're feeling that you're interested in someone and you really want to take action, but you're very cautious. We also have at the top Nine of Wands. This is fear. You're very, very worried about taking a certain action, and it could be that it's blocking you from being able to move forward and even be able to have peace of mind. So the challenge is you're keeping this very close to your chest, as opposed to speaking your mind, taking action, doing something about how you feel. You're suppressing your emotions and hiding them. And this is having a very detrimental and destructive effect on your emotional and your mental health. So the moon, this is your deep feelings that you are keeping very close to your chest, and it's creating a lot of internal conflict, but you may even be fearing that if you take action that it's going to create external conflict. But it's important at this point because it's clearly very important. For some of you, this could even be about speaking your truth. This could be about walking away from a social circle, from a relationship. This could be about leaving your job, etc. Whatever this thing is, it's something that has you very, very anxious, but it's important for you to take this action because it's going to free you from all of these worries. So the stress that this is causing you is coming from you not acting. Even if you feel like it's going to cause some problems, the reality of the matter is sometimes you have to let the chips fall where they may. If you know this isn't something that is going to disappear, and it doesn't appear that this is, you're not just going to feel at one point like this isn't important to you. And it is definitely having a very negative impact on you personally at the minute. So follow your spirit, trust your intuition, and stop letting fear cloud your judgment is what I would say at this point. Show me possible opportunities. The Hermit. Okay. So you might decide to take some time to reflect on the situation. It seems at the minute all you're doing is worrying. You're fearing over the situation, but not really contemplating it enough to understand why you are holding yourself back, really. Or it could be that you need a higher sense of perspective about the situation. Because I am seeing that for some of you, you might be fearing the Tower moment. But understand, the epiphany comes right after this. You're going to feel a lot lighter, a lot freer, a lot more innocent after this takes place. You're going to feel refreshed. Because it seems like this Tower has been pending for a while, and the more that you hold it back, it's not helping you, it's just hurting you. The Lovers and the Fool rushing toward the Lovers. So for a lot of you, you want to go towards your soulmate, towards your other half. You feel like you found the person for you, but you are not taking action towards this individual because of fear. And ultimately, the only person that will be stung in this situation is you. So I do think it's important that you act now, I'm going to say. While we're still in Leo, you got a couple more days of it, up until the 15th. It's a good time to build that courage, take action. Again, we use a 13-sign sidereal calendar here, so we're in Leo up until the 15th of September. Show me. What can you do about this? What is it that you can do? Well, some of you could be dealing with a Virgo. We do have that Hermit there. We've got the Moon. Could be a Scorpio, Cancer. But regardless, what you can do, for some of you, there could be an apology you need to offer. Maybe you already know this person, you've met them, and maybe things went stale or there were some issues, and it's just what is necessary is an apology. For some of you, this is just generally extending your heart, extending the olive branch, as they say. This is just opening up a line of communication, relieving the stale energy. I do think this will lead to the next part in your spiritual path and your journey. 8 of Cups and a Death card. It's an ego death that's coming after you take this action. That's all you need to do. The Page of Cups. It's just saying, hey, it's an innocent, how are you? It's talking, coming from the heart. But as I said, for some of you, it could just be offering an apology. And I think you doing that is going to give you this epiphany, because you're going to realize that you didn't have as much to worry about as you thought. So I think that for some of you, things might have gone stale in the past, and it could have been due to inaction or actions that you took that were not so righteous at the time. But there's no point focusing on the past, because that's only going to keep you stuck in the present. And at the moment, it seems like there's a lot of things that could unfold from this, but at the moment, all you're doing is sitting in a place of fear, which is definitely not going to help you to elevate yourself. It's not going to help you to be able to actually generate the kind of momentum in this relationship or even in your own life, because you're on a low vibration. So the only way that you're going to be able to move forward is if you actually release the fears. It's okay to be scared every now and then, but evaluate why you were scared and then see what you can do to alleviate your fears. Don't sit stuck because you're scared, or you just won't ever move forward in life. Show me the past influences in this relationship. Knight of Swords. So in the past, Knight of Swords is Gemini. So this could be a Gemini, someone you were dealing with. This could just be that maybe you or this person ran away from this relationship, or you took action to go towards a different scenario or circumstance. Some of you, Knight of Swords can represent an attack. Maybe you was hasty with your words and you said something very sharp-tongued in the past. Maybe you just decided to vacate the relationship very rapidly, like impulsively. This was like split decision. You decided, yeah, no, I'm leaving, or I'm out. And we do have Two of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. So it may have been that maybe you were struggling with someone else, or this other person was, or it could have just been that you were lacking the clarity to be able to really evaluate if this situation was going to be good for you, because it does seem like there was the promise of a continuum here. This could have been something that could have been steady for the long term, this relationship, because you see this 8 here, this infinite loop. This is being able to take the ebbs with the flows. This is a relationship that can generally balance the good with the bad. This is one that will actually stand the test of time, because you're able to keep the balance even when things shift and move. You're able to bring back that equilibrium, which is what's required for a long-term relationship. Things aren't always good, but of course things aren't always bad. You have to be able to adapt, and that's that Two of Pentacles. With this Two of Swords, you could have been indecisive about doing so. Maybe you didn't feel that you would be able to do so, and you left the relationship. And now you feel guilty about doing so with that Nine of Swords, and it's causing a lot of stress. Show me the future influences. Now again, that is the past. Let the past be where it is. Learn from it, but release it. Move forward. Show me the future influences. The Hangman. Interesting. So, future influences. We got the Ten of Cups and the Five of Pentacles at the base. So there is a feeling that you can be happy with this individual. I do feel like you believe this person will fulfill your sense of nurturing. It's someone that you feel emotionally would be able to support you, someone that would actually give you the love unconditionally that you feel that is required for you to have a serious relationship that could even bloom into an actual family developing. you or this person may have children, or this could be that you want or would have children with this person, and because you feel this sense of a safe space, you know that this person, there's love there. This, I think, would be you failing to come out of the cold. This is coming out of that place where you've been without this individual, because the Five of Pentacles can represent someone who has been feeling the spirit of lack. So maybe it's a lack of love that you've been feeling, and because you know you can get that, this is you deciding to release the spirit of lack so that you can actually enjoy life again, which I feel like for you, without this individual, you're unable to enjoy life. So maybe they did invigorate you in a sense, or they gave you that sense of fulfillment enough to feel that you could be happy. With this Hangman, this could be a change of heart that's taking place. Maybe you're going to look at things from their perspective. Maybe you're going to gain some clarity that's going to open your eyes regarding the situation in the future, which I do think makes you a bit more optimistic with this Page of Wands. Ready to take action. With the King of Swords, I feel like this is you maybe contemplating in a place where now you're evaluating this situation a lot more thoroughly, a lot more rationally, not from a place of fear with the Nine of Pentacles where you're just thinking about it and letting fears and anxiety cloud your judgment. This is you really evaluating all of the different circumstances regarding this situation, or the conversations, messages, evaluating actions, and even looking logically to see, okay, what is required to happen if you want this situation to move forward, as opposed to what happened and why it can never take place. So you have to be optimistic, but it seems like you will, based upon a change of heart in the future. Looking at things from a different perspective is what's required here. Show me your opinion on this. Justice. So you feel like you want to do the right thing. Your opinion is this is something that you have to be honest with this person. Your opinion is that you may deserve, let me not say deserve, you may be desiring to do what you feel was required in the past, because the justice can be karmic justice. This can be fairness. This can be balance that you think is desired. Your opinion is that this situation can be balanced, but you know that you're going to have a serious, honest conversation with this person, and that you're going to have to be very, I'm also going to say, open to negotiating with the justice. Because the justice, again, this person represents, they have the scales here. So this is someone that can look at both sides of an issue, hear out this individual, or as well as speaking your truth, and use the sword of clarity there to be able to cut through the nonsense so that you can come to a middle ground. So your opinion is that's what's required. And you're right. The Page of Swords here is communication. It really is. Just you've not been talking to this person, you need to talk to them. So I can see here you've been thinking a lot about them with the Seven of Cups, Five of Cups, but you've just been feeling loss and grief and regret. So you've been thinking about them, but from, again, that low vibration of fear, worry, loss, when ultimately the connection's still here. It just needs balancing with the justice. And I'm seeing this happens. You are going to act on your impulse to take the steps to do so. And with the Six of Pentacles, I am seeing that there will be balance. There's going to be give and take again. There will be stability that will be developed. Show me this other individual's opinion. Show me your person's opinion. Page of Pentacles. So this person, they do actually see this thing as valuable. They see this relationship just as valuable as you do. With the Page of Pentacles here, they have a certain perspective of the situation, but they see it as something precious, even if it's not, even if you haven't spoken to this person for a long time, even if you don't appear to be on good terms with them. They don't necessarily have a negative perception of you. You see this person, how they're looking at this coin, cherishing the coin. They actually do cherish this relationship that they had with you. But with the Seven of Wands, this person, it seems, they definitely will not let you in unless you come correct, I'm going to say. So this person here is guarding themselves from you, even if they do see it as something that was important to them, whatever must have taken place in the past, or if there's ever circumstances or dynamics that were influencing this from your side, they're aware of this, very conscious of this, and they're not going to let you in until this situation is resolved. Or again, unless your behavior is in alignment with what you say you want, if that makes sense. Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Four of Wands at the top. So this is that they feel this connection. They feel like it is something important. They do feel like it's special and that there's a soul connection here. But with the Four of Pentacles, they want something secure. They want a foundation that they can build on. Even if they see it as closest to the chest, this situation, they're not interested in investing in something that isn't actually going to yield positive manifestations. So we've got Two of Cups and the Four of Wands here. This is something that they have a very positive perspective of you in general, but it doesn't mean that necessarily they're willing to accept just anything from you. So this person does have a clear sense of understanding about what they want from their life and what they don't want, I'll say. Show me energy in the environment. What a deep reading. What a deep reading. So far we've got Virgo, Gemini, Libra here, Hangman, Pisces. The moon's here, so it could be Scorpio and Cancer. Could be neither of these energies, but all of these energies are present. So in the environment we have heartbreak, deception. This could be third parties. So we have, with the Seven of Cups here, there could be other people present in the situation. This person could be juggling, or it could just be that they are weighing their options for other individuals, and it could be because they have emotionally suppressed this relationship. As I said, they do see it as important. So I think this is the other person's the other individual's feelings regarding the situation. As much as it's hurting them, they will suppress this relationship to move forward in their life, even if they don't want to. So they do see they have options. And again, they're holding back this Two of Cups. So they know how they feel for you. But they are willing to hold this all the way back so that they can move forward and form a relationship with other people if necessary. So again, I think it's imperative you do take action sooner than later, because they will move forward. And I feel like if somebody offers them what they feel is a realistic dynamic that, again, is balanced enough that they're willing to accept taking a chance with this person, they will actually try to move forward and form a happy, stable, long-term relationship with this person. So it's not like because you have this connection that you are assured success in the future. If you don't take action to resolve whatever the problem is, it's this justice here that's required, then they will move forward with somebody else. And even if you did come back, I don't think they would let you in. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, show me your hopes regarding the situation. Okay. Three of Pentacles. You're hoping for cooperation, hoping for balance, hoping that this person will be willing to build with you, that they'll acknowledge you. You do have very deep feelings in regards to this individual and this relationship. You do want to nurture it, you do want to resurrect it. And I see with this King of Swords behind you, keeping your eye on this person or the situation. But it's just from a place of grief and loss. Longing for, but not nurturing. So what's your fears regarding this situation? King of Swords. Maybe it's that this person's cold to you. That they're just going to be logical and that their emotions are suppressed. So maybe you're fearing that if you come to this person, all they're going to do is hit you with so much of the facts of what happened without any compassion or any openness to you that it will end up just basically breaking down the relationship. So it's like you're hoping that if you come to them, there's still some love there, and that they're not just going to be so logical that they look past all of the emotions or the feelings that they actually do have. So there is a desire for balance and for growth. I am seeing that you've had this judgment here. You have actually come to an understanding of what took place from both perspectives, or from your side, to at least see the error in your behavior. But I think you do have a clearer understanding of their actions and understanding of what and why things took place. Now with the Six of Pentacles, you want balance, you want stability, you're ready for growth, you're ready to move past these issues. And with the Ten of Cups, you do feel like this is the person who you're supposed to be with. Now I am seeing that your lucky stars might be aligning. Now with this Two of Wands, you might be in a position where you could, if you act right now, because this is that crossroads, the Two of Wands as well, you could actually get the future that you want. You do hold the world in your hands. What happens in your life is initially down to you. But if you want this to take place, I think you're going to have to be honest with yourself about what is required. As I said, we're in Leo right now. Use this last bit of the energy and build the courage to do what is required. But the 15th, Leo ends. Show me the outcome. Three of Wands. Ooh. Looks like a lot of you are going to take action. Now for some of you, this could be you moving past the past in general and deciding to grip a new wand and move into the future. But I think for most of you, Four of Cups, here is this cup being offered unexpectedly. I think you are going to decide to approach this person. This is them, again, as I said, they do have the love, but they're suppressing the emotions of the situation because they're dissatisfied with how it's went. But this is you coming, I think, unexpected. How very interesting. And we do have an unexpected positive result. Ten of Cups, happiness, joy, feeling the safe space is still there with this person. Judgment, which is the ending of this cycle with an awareness and understanding of what took place and how to avoid the issues in the future. And this Six of Pentacles, this is reciprocity. This is give and take. I do think you will be tying up this chapter, both having learned a lot of lessons about yourself and about the situation, about the other individual. Show me a crystal card for advice for this situation. Interesting. Okay. Gold with quartz. So if you have gold with quartz, make use of it. Let me get this keywords and the message. Okay. Physically grounding, abstract ideas and inspirations. Several wonderful ideas and inspirations are filtering through into your physical reality. These ideas and inspirations, which stem from your soul, will help you manifest many of the things your heart has for so long desired. Over the coming days, your intuition will be strong and you will have a greater sense of the universal spirit that flows through all things. Through this, a newfound sense of joy and wonder emerges, one which transforms your life. Give thanks for this blessing and allow it to inspire and illuminate your heart and mind. Your ideas and inspirations are divinely guided, so trust them. Isn't that nice? Now, we do have one more message from the Moon deck. We did just have Blood Moon yesterday, I think it was, or 2 days ago. Send a message from the Moon cards. A new start is coming. A new moon. I did say it looks like you got positive issues coming. This is the time for change because of the base conclusions are within reach. Oh, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? So, you do have the energy here for change, for a fresh new start, for things to move forward. It's time for the ending of that chapter, but it's all down to you. So, I hope you do what is required, but this is me, signing out. Peace, love and light, and I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, evening, night. Peace out.